Rio.
Wagwan people, like and subscribe to Anfield Uncle Rodz channel. Show some love, you never walk alone.
Yes, man, I'm here, blood. Here, later than usual, but, you know, show must go on. You know how it goes already. Show must go on. Okay, before I start the show, please like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe to the channel. Also, hit me up in the chat. Do you know what I mean? If you want to donate to the channel, you can hit me up with a super chat as well. Also, okay. Tonight we're gonna go through. We're literally gonna go through the match that's happening tomorrow, 5:45 kickoff. Again, I won't be able to watch it because I'll be at work, but I'm gonna catch it later on, obviously, on the Liverpool TV. I'll catch it later on, but we're gonna go through that. Look at potential lineup for tomorrow. But first, what we're gonna look at is the breaking news that came out today. David Coote has been sacked from his post as a manager, and to be fair, if you ask me, quite rightly so. He deserves everything he gets. He can't get away with that blatant disrespect of Jurgen Klopp. And the thing is about it is, like, Klopp was talking about this all the time. He said that, no, this guy's got something against me, but no, we won't listen. But now it got found out. All right, so I'm going to play you the video from today, which tells us about the breaking news about David Coote. Let me just.
Yeah, the breaking news is that David Coote, who was at the centre of so many investigations, has been fired today, and the PGMOL have offered a statement. And this is what they say. Following the conclusion of a thorough investigation into David Coote's conduct, his employment with the PGMOL has been terminated today with immediate effect. David Coote's actions were found to be in serious breach of the provisions of his employment contract, with his position deemed untenable. Supporting David Coote, they say, continues to be important to us, and we remain committed to his welfare. He has a right to appeal the decision to terminate his employment. You may remember, of course, He was suspended with immediate effect by the PGMOL. That was back on November the 12th. 2 days later, the PGMOL confirmed it was aware of a new video which appeared to show suspended Premier League referee David Coots snorting a white powder while reportedly working at Euro 2024 in the summer. UEFA, European football's governing body, also confirmed it was investigating Coots over a potential violation of its...
Let me get this straight. Yeah? Let me get this straight. So really and truly, right, what they're actually saying, are they actually saying that he hasn't, the final straw was the fact that he was snorting Colombian marching powder. He was on that. You know what I mean? Is that shit? Sorry. Is that what they're saying to me? This is what they're saying to me? Because it's convenient that sort of like, you know, they said that November 12th, the video come out of him, obviously, you know, what he said about Klopp and blah, 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 and he got suspended. But then a new video come out of him like on the old Colombian marching powder. Do you know what I mean? So it looks like to me they have acted swiftly with that. So like basically in the day, if it wasn't for that, he probably wouldn't have lost his job. That's what it looks to me anyway.
Disciplinary regulations, having suspended the official. His final Premier League match in charge was, of course, at Anfield for Liverpool against Aston Villa on the 9th of November. And if you may remember that the first video to emerge was, of course, in connection with Jurgen Klopp. So the PGMOL have today confirmed that following a thorough investigation, they have indeed decided to part ways with David Coots. His employment has been terminated with immediate effect. We will, of course, get plenty more on this story throughout the day here on Sky Sports News. They've released a statement saying this: following the conclusion of a thorough investigation into David Coots' conduct, his employment with PGMOL has been terminated today with immediate effect. David Coots' actions were found to be in serious breach of the provisions of his employment contract, with his position deemed untenable. Supporting David Coots continues to be important to us, and we remain committed to his welfare. David Coots has the right to appeal the decision to terminate his employments.
Yeah, bitch. Serves him right, man. Serves him right. I don't care. Serves him right, man. Think you can like go around doing whatever you want to do? Nah, man. Allow that. Do you know what I mean? Nah, man. Allow that. So yeah, there you have it. He's been finally sacked. Do you know what I mean? They've acted on the situation. Do you know what I mean? And listen, he's only got himself to blame. That's what I'm trying to say. He's only got himself to blame. Really, he can't be doing all that sort of saying all that stuff about people. Do you know what I mean? Especially when they ain't done nothing to you, and like you're in a position of authority. Do you know what I mean? Your position of authority, you can determine how games go. Do you know what I mean? But you want to come out like that? Nah, man. Nah, man. If I was a PGMO, I wouldn't even bother about his conduct. Fuck his welfare. Sorry, his welfare. Fuck his welfare. He didn't think of like young Klopp's welfare when he sort of like started spouting out his racist bollocks. Nah, get out of here. Right, let's look at let's take a look at the press conference, okay? Let's look at the press conference. And I'm gonna play this press conference all the way through, okay? May react on a few things, but then again, I may not. Depends. Let's just get this. Right. Here you go. Right, let's get on it.
Or the translator made a mistake, or you made a mistake. But I work for Feyenoord and not for PSV. But what does Girona means for me? I think that was the question. I think it's really special what they've done here, particularly last season, but even this season still. I just made the comparison. They were coming close to becoming the Leicester City of England for a few years ago. They were competing for the league title. With this budget, probably means how good of a manager Michel is. Is that the way to pronounce it? Yeah. And even this season, I think they do better than the results might look, especially in the Champions League. I've seen almost every game, and apart from the PSV game, where I wasn't the manager, they were in every game unlucky against Paris Saint-Germain. I think they were a bit lucky against my former club Feyenoord here at home, where they conceded 2 own goals, missed a penalty, although Feyenoord missed one as well. So they were in every game apart from the PSV Eindhoven one, and that's why we have to be again on top of our game tomorrow to get a result over here.
Sorry for the mistake.
Oh, was yours. Okay.
Buenas tardes, señor entrenador. Sebastián Murcia para la Popular Sport. Quería preguntarle por cómo se encuentra el internacional colombiano Luis Díaz y cómo se vive la sana competencia desde adentro con el holandés Cody Gakpo. Gracias.
It is a healthy competition between Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo, where our fans saw already a few times Luis Diaz playing as a 9 as well in 1 or 2 games this season. We've got, for the last 5, 6, 7 or 8 weeks, 4 players available for 3 positions. And so we've rotated once in a while, mostly the left wing and the 9 position, where our right winger has always been Mo Salah till now. So they've both had a lot of starts. They've both been excellent for us, Luis Diaz and Cody, but the other 2 have done very well also. So I'm happy with all 4 of them. But you were asking me about the Colombian, and I'm really happy with Luis Diaz for as long as I've been here. Excellent work rate, big threat, great footwork, can score goals. So very special player for us.
Yeah.
Hi, Arne. You top of the group at the moment. Would finishing top have a significance either in terms of the seeding or in terms of just the prestige of finishing top on the whole of Europe in this group?
Yeah, it's so difficult to say anything about this. I've said it many times that in the end of the season you can judge it in the best possible way. If it's helpful to end up first 8, is it helpful to end up number 1? Of course, it seems to be really helpful to end up first 8. But if you every time play your starters, which we have done till now almost every time, then you also need the results, because we also try to do this, first of all, to in the highest possible position, but also to skip the next round. If in the end it means by playing your starters always and skipping that round and still have a very difficult draw, then we maybe are gonna think about it differently next season, what we're going to do then in the group stage. But that is something we have to wait and see in the end of the season, where this will lead us. First of all, we want to stay in the top 8, and therefore we think we still need a win. And the first chance we have is tomorrow night.
Oh, no, obviously Alisson has travelled, so is he fit to start tomorrow night?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
And what kind of a difference does that make for you having him back available after just over 2 months out?
I think it speaks for itself. If you can play with Alisson, that has been so outstanding for this club for so many years, and for the Brazil national team, that is definitely nice to have him back and to have him available. But if you then look at how his replacement did, it's not going to be easy to do it even better. So we expect definitely the same, and maybe on margins a bit better, but Queef did also so well that we can say that we have 2 very good goalkeepers, like our left wingers, that can do the job for us. But for so many years, Alisson has been so outstanding for this club that we are expecting and hoping him to do the same in the upcoming weeks and months.
You
said there about playing all your starters all the way through, and you're in such a strong position. Does that lead to temptation to maybe make some changes and keep people fresh, or did the game getting called off at the weekend mean that you don't have to do that?
Yeah, the last thing is for sure. If we would have played that game, then maybe we would have still played the same team as we are playing tomorrow night with. But then you never know how that fixture, that what people told me can be quite intense, would have led to. I think it was a very good decision to cancel the game for the safety of all the people. And if you play such a special game, last game at Goodison Park, it needs to be, in my opinion, also in good circumstances. But that had nothing to do with the game being cancelled. But that's the good end result of it as well, that we can now play this game in good circumstances. But it was a very good choice coming from safety not to play that game. So yeah, now everybody is really fit because we skipped the game on Saturday. So there's no reason to rotate from the last match. Maybe there's a reason for the upcoming match, but there's also three days in between that one. So yeah, we will start like all the other games we started with a very good team.
Good evening, Anna. Tomorrow you've got an opportunity to equal a European club record of successive clean sheets. If my maths is correct, you haven't conceded for 7 hours and 27 minutes in European football this season. What have you done? What have you tweaked to make such a positive change?
Maybe this is something to do with the new setup as well. I don't know, but it definitely has to do with the quality our players have. We were just talking about our goalkeepers, how good they've done for us till now, because Ellison was a few times in goal in the Champions League in Cruyff, and we have a very good last line. But it's not only our last line and the goalkeeper that keep a clean sheet; it's also all the others that work so hard for it. What have we done? I don't think we've changed that much. The players are getting very good performances in, and as a result of that, we've won games, and I didn't even know, but kept a lot of clean sheets as well.
I'd like to know, as you watch Girona, what's the main strength you observe in them watching Champions League games? And if someone, the squad, impressed you the most among the players, if someone impressed you more than the rest of your players?
I think their game model is what stands out, their idea about football. So last season I watched quite a lot of them because I found it interesting what he did with especially the left fullback, and he's still doing that this season as well. Playing so inverted, having such a free role from that position, you don't. At that moment of time, you didn't see that often yet. Now you see some other teams doing it as well, but that was interesting to see. They have a very good idea about football. Always want to bring out the ball from the back, and yeah, they have many good players. But since I'm a Dutchman, I've especially last season I liked a lot Daley Blind, how he did over here. He got some criticism in the Netherlands at his former club Ajax in the end. So for a long time, people were very positive about him, but in the end, he got some criticism. And if you saw him playing here last season, it was Daley Blind style. So comfortable on the ball, playing balls through the lines, really helping his team. So yeah, they have many good players, but since he's a Dutchman, I will come up with him.
Surprisingly, at the end of the day, he's protecting his own people. Nah. Yeah, it's true. I have seen some good moments from Daley Blind. Do you know what I mean? There have been some good moments from him. I didn't think he was at his best at Man United, but however, when he went back to Ajax, he did play well. So yeah, and now he's at Girona. He's still playing well as well. But like, you're gonna have a dip in form when you're with teams. You're gonna have a dip in form. It's just that sort of like a lot of people want to remember the bad, but not the good. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think Daley Blind is a good player. I think he's a good player. Let's get back to it.
I'm finishing in the top 8. Obviously, you don't know where the draw will take you, but in terms of missing that knockout round, that could be a big advantage surely in the Premier League as well. If City or Arsenal to play that extra round, that could impact them.
Good, but if we end up in the top 8, I assume that these clubs you were just mentioning end up in the top 8 as well. So Arsenal, I think 95% sure. City have to do a bit more maybe, but they are able to win 3 times in a row as well. So then they will be in top 8. So, but you never know if it's an advantage. Till now, we've played almost every 3 days, and we haven't done that bad. So maybe we should implement some friendly games then if we finish top 8. No, it's a joke, of course, but it hasn't been bad for us that we've played so many games. But yeah, we are pushing really hard to end up top 8 because to have the best possible seeding, but definitely also to skip that round. Okay, thank you.
All right, that's the end. Sorry, that's the end of the press conference. Very, very good press conference. He made himself clear on, a couple of things that come up. One of them was the fact that Alisson will be starting tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's about time that he came back into play. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people are probably going to feel it for Kelleher because he's, obviously the boo-boos he had against Newcastle, and then all of a sudden, Alisson's come back in. I just literally think that sometimes you have to go with what's right. Do you know what I mean? Not be sentimental. So, yeah, I'm happy that Alisson's come back in. I hope he can keep up his fitness. Okay, let's look at the predicted lineup before we leave here. Before we go to the predicted lineup. Why the hell no? There you go. All right, this is the predicted lineup for tomorrow. Let me just put my captain in. You've got to have your captain in. Yeah, this is the lineup for tomorrow. I've gone with Alisson in goal, as we know that Alisson will be starting tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? So I've gone with him in goal. Trent, I think, is going to start. He's going to start. He probably. So I'm just going to get this skipped. That he'll probably change up towards the end. Whether he pushes Gomez on the right hand side as right back and then brings in Kwanzaa in the centre. Whether he does that, I don't know. But this is how I see it starting with Trent Alexander. Do you know what I mean? Starting off from the beginning. Do you know what I mean? Because he made an impact when he came as a sub against Newcastle. He made an impact, so why not get him on? Obviously, Gomez is going to be there because we've got no Kanate, and then we got Brad as a captain. Robertson, I think Robertson plays again because, to what I can understand, is that Tsimikas is still injured, so he hasn't travelled. Do you know what I mean? So Robertson is your natural person that's going to be in there. Do you know what I mean? Because he is your first choice left back. Do you know what I mean? When I was using this before, never had these adverts that come up. Anyway, so Robertson comes in as left back. The two in midfield. What I want and what's going to happen is two different things, because I've seen Ryan Gravenberch. He's actually travelled with the squad, and he did the interview today. The press conference. He did a press conference today, and that was before. That was literally before. Sorry, that was literally before Arne Slot come on. Do you know what I mean? So you know who's going to start tomorrow. He's had a rest. He's had a rest. He's had a couple of days rest. So hopefully that does something, because I did think he looked tired in that last game against Newcastle. I think lethargic. So let's hope it goes well for him tomorrow. So I put him in to start because once he's in the squad, you know he's going to start. I put Jones alongside him because we've got no McAllister. Got no McAllister because he's serving a 1-match suspension, clocking up too many yellow cards. Do you know what I mean? So you won't see him for this game, and you won't see him for the Fuller game, which I think at the end of the day is a bit unfair because seeing as that match got postponed, you know what I mean? That should have wiped out because he was supposed to play. He was supposed to be suspended for that game. Obviously, not our fault at the end of the day, Mother Nature. So, you know, but they don't think about that. They just put it on to the next game. Anyway, so I've got Jones in there doing the Macca role, and I think he can do that Macca role quite well, actually, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? So him and Ryan Grabrich in a double pivot, I think it's gonna be good. Salah on the right, as usual. Szoboszlai in the 10 because Szoboszlai as well. He's been looking decent. He's been looking decent in his last couple of games. Even when he came on against Newcastle for that cameo role, he was looking decent. Do you know what I mean? So we'll get him in there. He plays the 10. Gakpo on the left because I think he's better on the left. Do you know what I mean? You can cut in, bend those balls in so to score. He does that, cuts back in his right foot and just curls it in, man. Do you know what I mean? So I put him on the left, and I put Diaz as a false nine because Nunes. I'm not being funny. Nunes is not cutting it for me at the moment, and personally, I think we're giving Nunes a lot of chances. We've given Nunes a lot of chances, and you know, I get the fact that he runs up and down with us this and that, cause all this chaos, but I want to see goals. That's what we bought it for. That's what we spent, like, you know, nearly 85 million on you for. You know what I mean? You didn't spend 85 million on you just to run up and down and, you know, and like do midfielders' jobs and do defenders' jobs. We didn't pay that money for you. We want goals from you, fam. We want goals. And he's not providing it. Nunes not providing it. So, you know, at least you know when you put Diaz in there, at least you know there are a chance of goals. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. I've got him as a false 9. And I think it should be quite good. Very, very good. So that's your lineup. That's your lineup, my predicted lineup for tomorrow for the Girona versus Liverpool. Game 6 of 8. Do you know what I mean? So after tomorrow, we just got 2 more to go. We just got Lille and we got PSV Eindhoven, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? So if we win this, if we draw, all we literally have to do, so I think 16 points gets you through. 16 points gets you through in that. No, let me just go back to there. Sorry, 16 points gets you through to the next round without actually obviously playing the knockout game. So 16 points gets you through. We're on 15 at the moment. So realistically, we just need a point. But obviously, always go for the victory. You know what I mean? But like worst case scenario, it is worst case scenario would be a draw. Worst case scenario would be a draw. Let me have some of these chats. Big up. Blessings, my Caribbean brother, Uncle Rosie. Yeah, big up Bajan Barnes, a good friend of mine. Love you to bits, my friend. You and the crew, love you to bits, man. You, Bajan Barnes, Rastakab, and Bajan Pops, love you to bits, man. And make sure you go out and check out his channel, please. Check out his channel, Bajan Reds TV. He's doing some wonderful things around there. I'm telling you, he's doing some really, really good things around there. Let me take this off. He's doing some really good things around there. I mean, any chance that I get to watch his show, I will watch it, even if it's just for 5 minutes. But I always show my face and watch it because brilliant guts there, guys. So big up time. Rodz, are you You try to drive me on, brother. I thought they tried to drive me on tonight. Roz, are you on board now with Mr. Slot? I ain't saying nothing yet, you know, Bree. I ain't saying nothing yet, man. Love you still, bro. Love you still. Big up the one and only, like, Chelsea Hawks, you know, stop that. Bless up Rabbi. Yeah, man. Big up Rabbi each and every time. Rabbi's a G, you know. He's a G. Needs service for the goals, Rodz. He isn't really getting set up, to be honest. Yeah, I do get that, Bajan. I do get that, what you're saying. But I just still find him a bit weak, you know, Bajan. I just still find him a bit weak and that. So, you know, because there's many times that you know, that he has actually got the service. I'll take it you're talking about Nunes. There's many times that he has got the service, but he just hasn't come through. Do you know what I mean? He's been in front of the goal, as you know, and just like fluffed his line. So I think for the money that we spent on him, I think we need something else. You know what I mean? He's not producing what we need. But I hear what you're saying, though. I do hear what you're saying. I understand it's Slot's first season, but if Slot doesn't demand some reinforcements or uses excuses why he didn't, we can kiss goodbye to the Prem. I will back Slot fully if he wins a major trophy. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Can't do good. But to be fair, Ravi, it's not him, because you see what it is. What a lot of people, I'm not trying to sort of like insult people's intelligence. You know what I mean? But what people probably don't understand is like he doesn't have no say in a transfer. It's like if people like Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards will go out and buy a player and say, right, train this guy. Do you know what I mean? You know, so really and truly, it's Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards that's going to buy players, not him. Do you know what I mean? He might like a player, but it doesn't mean he's going to get it. Do you know what I mean? They get what he'll get what they give, what he's given. Put it that way, what he's given. That's what it is. I'm telling you, that's the role of a head coach, because they didn't want to go through that manager thing still, right? Where the manager, right, has got more say than Edwards. That's why Edwards has come back in this capacity. That's why Edwards is brought in these social misfits like Richard Hughes and Gary Birchall, because he knows that he can control them. You understand, right? And then Arnie Slotted Day, right? He's brought him in as a head coach capacity. You know what I mean? So no matter how much he whines about the situation, there ain't nothing he can do. He's gonna get what he's given. Simple as that. That's what it is. I'm telling you. It is what it is. Big up Bajan Reds. Reds respect. That's come from Ravi. He's one of the laugh, you know. We just have to be this Bajan Reds TV. We just have to be supportive until he ain't at the club anymore. I can go along with that. Bajan. I can actually go along with that. Nunes just needs the fans' support until he isn't at Liverpool. Yeah, I'll take you to talk about him. Yeah, I can go along with that. I'm the captain of the Prem title boat, so all I'm saying is all aboard. Big up Ranger Reds, man. Big up, man. I know the owners are parasites. These Chuckle brothers, Edwards, Hughes, gonna F us up, and we will regret this. Yeah. I'm telling you. I know this, bro. I know this. That's what happened. But you see, unfortunately, that's the situation we're in. Do you know what I mean? I think what it was with Amron, probably one of the reasons why they never got Amron in, because he was too much of a strong personality for them to sort of bring him in. Do you know what I mean? It was like, you know, we can't have this. It's like another Klopp again. You know what I mean? Because Klopp, they demanded standards. That's what I love about Klopp. he demanded standards. He's like saying, well, look, okay, then, people, you want to be the best in what you're doing, and there's standards to this. You know what I mean? If you want to be at the best, you want to be at the top, there's standards. And he demanded standards from the club. That's what I love about a club. Do you know what I mean? I can't wait for this Adidas kit. Yeah, the Adidas kit is looking good, blood. I ain't gonna lie, it's looking good. What's good is having one hand on the title and end up losers like Spurs. Man, yesterday with Spurs, I can't understand. I couldn't believe it was Spurs yesterday. Brethren, I couldn't believe it was Spurs yesterday. Do you know what I mean? No, they just no. That's leaked for a green kit. Looks fire. It does. I saw it the other day. It looks bad. Oh my god. But Adidas has always been good at making our kits, I think. You know what I mean? Nike tried a thing. Don't get me wrong, Nike tried a thing, but Adidas has always been the one. We ain't losing, Ravi. Yeah. You know what? At the end of the day, Beijing, it looks like that, but I just don't want to say anything because you know it is. Anything can happen. Do you know what I mean? Till now, to May, as it were. As I said, you know what I mean. When we get to places like March and we got like a healthy lead, you know what I mean, in like the title. So like we're 10 points clear of like, you know, our who's ever chasing us, whether it be sort of like Arsenal, whether it be Chelsea, or whether it be Man City, because Man City might have a mini resurgence or whatever. If we're 10 points clear in March and everything, I will start believing that, yeah, this is coming home. This is coming back to the rightful place. You know what I mean? It's just that sort of like at this present stage of the day, anything can happen because, you know, like if you look at Chelsea's putting a mini run together. They're doing it. They're putting that run together. So, you know, I think anything can happen. But I hear what you're saying. My chest puffed out. Nah, care about clips. Love you. Yeah, we love you, brother. I like that. Let's go, champ. Big up, Stevie, and I walk alone. Big up to you. Each and every time. Ravi says, I'm right. Let me just read it on here so I don't have to just. Let me read it on here. He says, I hope not, Beijing. I don't want to sound negative, but I'm not convinced we are gonna demand more. I'm not interested in clever PR. I just want us to get what we need to win what we deserve. Yeah, I can go with that, Rav. I can go with that. Steve says, who's FSG selling or loaning out next month? See, that's another thing. I think some of these youngsters will get loaned out. I would like to see Joel Konsa get loaned out. I would like to see him get loaned out. Really. You got a few of the youngsters that like Chamberlain and stuff that could get loaned out. I want Dance to stay. I want Dance to stay because I think Dance at the day is is a good player. But no doubt, no doubt, they will be looking to like loan off some players and that. I don't think they'll be selling because we're not in a position to sell. Do you know what I mean? Right? But if you ask me who I would want to get loaned out, will be Joel Konsa. Will be him. Beijing says, I hear you, Ravi. I'm just bringing a positive vibes. Yeah, I can respect that as well, Beige. Who is the biggest threat to stop LFC winning the title? Well, it looks like at the moment, it looks like Chelsea's having a mini resurgence. Then they started to put some pictures together. You could say Chelsea because they have got that team where they spent over $1 billion on the team. You know, they made some changes yesterday. They made like 7 changes yesterday, and it didn't really disrupt their team. You know, from the 5-1 whopping they gave Southampton the other day. So listen, they could potentially be our biggest threat, Chelsea. They can potentially be, but I still think at the day sort of like Maresca. To be honest, I don't like Maresca. I don't like him. Not after that PR stunt he done with the end of Enzo Fernandez. No. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, they could probably be our biggest threat, my friend. Steve, you never walk alone. He says, Uncle Rodz, who's FSG signing next month? If you want me to be brutally honest with you, I don't think they sign anybody. I don't think they sign anybody next month. They're gonna come with some excuse at the day of why they couldn't sign a Pacific player. They're gonna do that. I don't think there's anybody. I'd be surprised if they did. So I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not totally ruling it out. I'm just saying that they sort of like, I'll be very surprised if they sign anybody in January. You know how they do. You know how they listen. They had it all summer at the day, right? All summer just gone. They had it all summer to sign somebody of some substantial need, yeah, to the team. But yet at the end of the day, we spent 30 million on a goalkeeper that we don't really need. We don't need it, yeah. We bought Chiesa at the day, and that was like the easiest transfer that anybody could ever make because you know what I mean. That it's like let's push him out the door. Let's literally push him out the door. They didn't want him at Juventus. That's the easiest transfer in life. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really count that as sort of like a transfer to that. You understand me? But I don't think we buy anybody. Bajan Barn says can't loan out anyone until we bring in more first team players to boost the squad. Yeah, I know that. I know. I hear you, Bajan. But this is FSG we're talking about. Bajan, Steve says, Steve says, if the club bid 40 million plus for Kelleher next month, FSG sell him. Yes. Yes, in a nutshell, yes. Yes. I felt gone past her. This month. Bajan says, all right, I read it from here. Don't say Arsenal Rods because them pussies ain't winning the shit. No, Arsenal ain't winning jack shit. What are you talking about? They ain't winning it. They're just pretenders. My friend. Uncle Roz, the biggest threat to stopping LFC winning the title is the lack of quality signings from FSG next month. Cheap FSG. Yeah, I couldn't go with that. But I think at the day, if you're talking about like a rival, sort of like somebody rivaling us, you know what I mean, and potentially sort of like, you know, competing for the league as well, you probably have to look at Chelsea. Bajan says, I want Cunha. He needs to be saved from the dreadful Wolves team. Yeah, he's good, isn't he? He's good, isn't he, Bajan? Cunha is good. I rate him very highly. Very, very high. I don't know why the thing is about it, Bajan, I don't know why Liverpool don't make a raid on a team like Wolves, man. Make a raid, blood. What's a man? Sure. Yeah, but Cunha is good. Man. And Kirkes, yeah. I do like the look of him, you know. I do like the look of Kirkes, Beige. I ain't gonna lie. Do you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie about that. I do like the look of him. I do feel that he will suit our team. He will suit our team, but will Liverpool go for him? That's another question. You know what I mean? There's many players out there that you think to yourself, like, you know what, this man there will suit our team. He will really suit our team. His work ethic, his skill, the fact that he can score goals and stuff, all these sort of things. But it's just the fact that in the FSG don't go for those players. Do you know what I mean? I heard this, but they're supposed to be monitoring. They're supposed to be monitoring. What's his name? João Pedro from Brighton. They're supposed to be monitoring him. Another baller, another guy, and that to me, I think he's wasting away at Brighton. I think he should be with Liverpool. You know what I mean? Steve says FSG sign quality players next month. Sorry, FSG don't sign quality players. Yeah, FSG don't sign quality players next month, and our rivals do, and we lose the title to them. FSG give away another title. Yeah, I'm with you all the way, bro. I'm with you all the way. Steve says, Steve says, Uncle Rodz FSG gives Arnie, i.e., the Kleber Zubermende to him on the 1st of Jan 225. We win the title middle of April over cheap FSG. Yeah, it comes down to that. It all comes down to that fact that they sort of like, you know, what are FSG willing to give them? You know what I mean? Steve says FSG be monting Cunha for the last 5 years. Been imminent to wait. It's true. That's how they fucking stay, man. I can't stand them bastards. Baliba as well from Brighton. Oh yes, and he's a good player from Brighton. With Pedro are ballers. Yep. Yeah. I know the kid you're talking about. I literally know the kid you're talking about. He's very, very good. But it's just like, it just seems like fucking Brighton's got an eye for these players, man. I don't know how to do it. Rodz, what does clever PR get you? Look at Arsenal PR just glazing over the real issues. Conning fans that it's all Disney and roses, rather. Yeah, listen, we know how sort of like Arsenal are. I'll tell you something, and this is one of the reasons why I want Arne Slot to win the league this season, yeah. And I want him to sort of like win as much as he can, right? But mainly at the day, I would like him to win the league, yeah. Because you check it now, right? My man, fuck his name, Mikel Arteta. Arteta's been there 5 years, yeah. He spent near enough $1 billion on his squad, yeah, right, and he still hasn't won a league. He's won one FA Cup, and even then, that was in a season, and then that probably it's more easy to win, yeah, right. He won an FA Cup in 5 years, and in 5 years, he's always been selling the fans a pipe dream. Now this guy comes in and right, from Holland. I've been cussing him. I was cussing him. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna take myself out of it. But he's coming to the squad and wins the league in his first season. It makes Mikel Arteta look stupid. All those Arsenal misfits, it makes him look stupid. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Uncle Rodz, we are 2 quality players away from winning a title. Over to you, cheap FSG. Facts. This is what I'm talking about, Steve, yeah? Right? No disrespect to Liverpool 12th man. This is what I'm trying to say to him, yeah, right? We don't need at the end of the day them to open a checkbook and splash the cash on like an abundant amount of players. We don't need that in our squad. All we need at the end of the day is is 2, maybe 3 quality players, and that's it. That's all we need. That's all we need. Simple. Steve says FSG to announce TTA, VVD, Salah new deal next month. FSG propaganda machine to tell their FSG in clown fans it's like spending 300 million on new signings. Make sense? Yeah, that's what they do. And I literally know the people at the day that's gonna come out of it. I literally know the people's gonna come out of it. I literally know it. I can literally know. I know who's gonna come out with that propaganda. You know what I mean? I know who's gonna come out with that propaganda. But they don't want us to get conned with FSG PR this last of Klopp squad, and what we are doing with the squad is enough. They're gonna spend that PR. I can see it coming. Do you know what I mean? It's like when these people sign a new contract, and when these people sign a new contract, they're gonna tell us that it's like a new signing. It's like a new signing. They're gonna tell us that. Literally gonna tell us that, my friend. So Uncle Rodz, FSG invests 100 million net in 4 signings next year, i.e. centre back, left back, number 6 striker, and we win the quad. I don't disagree with you. And I think this what pains me at the end of the day is like if we know what the squad is lacking, obviously they must know, but they're neglecting in doing it. Do you know what I mean? I mean, like, I know I keep on going about this, but last summer you went out and spent 30 million on a goalkeeper that you don't need, which you could have spent that on a midfielder. We could have got a decent midfielder for 30 million. This is the point I'm trying to make. Look how long they was linked with Thuram. Yeah? Look how long we was linked with him. Where's he gone now? Roma. Do you know what I mean? It's just, and we could have got them on the cheap. We could have got them guys at the day, right? We could have got Thuram and Kone. We could have got them both at there for combined price of 70 million. 2 really good midfielders. We could have got them. But you know what happens at the day, right? We are linked with when it comes to summer, we're strongly linked with with 4 players at the day, right? Then all of a sudden that day goes down to from 4, it goes to 3 to 2 to 1 to none at all. That's what happens. Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna make a move now. And I'll just read this last chat. Then I'll make a move. Yeah, I can see it coming. What good is man's like Robbo and some of the aging lot gonna do for us? What I'm concerned about is April, May. We get tired and use that as why we didn't win the Prem. Yeah, exactly. That's what you done already, Ravi. Done already. Listen, thank you guys for joining me this evening, tonight. Tonight, for the show. Thank you for joining me. I said FSG should be signing these kids next year, i.e., oh yeah, that guy Gittins, he's all right, pays for Richard Dortmund, Riggs, Watson at Sunderland, Harry Kane at Leeds, dribbling. Was it Dibbling? Yeah, Dibbling. Southampton, Delap, Omar at Ipswich, We Cook. Yeah, best of wishes. That's what I'm trying to say. We do not need, and we do not need all this, like, them to spend out bunches of bunch of money. There's players there that we can get that can make our team good. Uncle Rodz, you are looking well. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate your comment. We get players in abundance, but these we're having more links than Rod's gold chain. We need to be proactive and get ahead of the pack. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Uncle Rodz, remember the boot room? Yeah, famous boot room, boy. That's when that's when all the best deals were made. Okay, guys. Listen, I should be back with you Wednesday night. Big up. Big up Football Talk Podcast. Big up to you, my bro. Big up to you, man. Yeah, please, guys, go and check this guy out. Ravi, put his link. Get my words out of me. Put Football Talk Podcast link in the chat, please. Put that in the chat, quick, fast, man. Put it in the chat, quick, fast. So I should be back with you on Wednesday for the match review of the game. Tomorrow, that's happening tomorrow at 5:45 against Girona. I should be back with you for that. Also, I should be back with you Thursday night about the same time, probably about 11 o'clock, for the match preview for the Fulham game. And I will try and get a Fulham fan. I will try and get a Fulham fan in. And then I'll do a watch along on Saturday. I'm not working Saturday, so I'm working Sunday. So I'll do a watch along on Saturday for the Fulham game. The Blue Birds of Fulham at Anfield. I'll do for that. What's up? Boot Room had a blueprint that signed young players and experienced players. We won the lot. Yes, we did. Famous Boot Room with all those famous deals went down. Yes, Wednesday night. What time? 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Respect Rodz. We know the dilly, but do these mans at the crew have our best interests at heart? To be fair, no, they don't. I'm gonna be honest with you, they don't. Fulham game is banana skin. I think we win that. To be honest, Steve, I think we win that. Yes, this is a Football Talk podcast. This is his link. Please, guys, hit the like and subscribe on his channel. Very good guy, and he's doing some good business. I was on his channel the other night. I was only supposed to be on there for 5 minutes, but we just got engrossed in his conversation and that. Do you know what I mean? And even even that now, right? We look at that. There were still other things that we needed to discuss, so we arranged to do a show together so we can discuss everything that we need to discuss. But very good guy. I got a lot of respect for him. So please, guys, like and subscribe to his channel. Great guy. Big up Ravi. That's coming from Football Talk Podcast. Big up respect. That's coming from Ravi. Steve says 11 UK time or 11:30 time. No, 11 UK time, G. Is that Aussie's channel? Yes, it is. It is Ozzy channel. Yes, yes. He's a great guy, Steve. Great guy. Great guy. Yes, it is. Yeah, yeah. Guys, it's only left for me to say, yes, he is a great channel. Yeah, great channel. He does thing on there as well. He does also football on there as well. All right, it's only left for me to say to like guys, you can watch the replay. Please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Okay, hit like button, hit subscribe button, and also share the content on all social media platform, and also hit me up in the comment section. Let me know your lineup for tomorrow evening's game. Okay. But in the meantime, peace, love, and respect. Peace.
Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to Anfield Uncle Rodz channel. You never walk alone.